Hello my fellow patriots. I wanted to jump on here and do another video. I wanted to do this video a little bit more about this, what seems to be a battle with the liberals to create some kind of race war in this country. But the race is one issue, but my first video was basically about the illusion that's created that somehow babies don't have life until the parent decides they do. You know, this infanticide garbage that means nothing. It's a soft way of saying homicide. And you know, I went over that in my first video. You ought to check it out if you want to. But I wanted to stick sort of on this theme of the children. It seems like the little kids are under attack from everywhere. I mean, you look at the situation with the schools. We've got these kids being taught to hate the country and to question their parents. I just read an article today about children. It was a public service announcement from California telling children to steal their parents' guns and turn them over to their teachers. Well, there are all kinds of felonies there that would be on the books if the kids did that. I mean, you've got stealing a weapon, illegal concealment of a weapon, bringing a loaded weapon into a school property. I mean, there's a whole list of things that make that a really bad idea. And this is the mentality: use the kids to go after the adults, or if you can't get the kids to go after the adults, then just take them out before they're, before they're born, whatever. But the whole thing has got me just spinning. But this new one that I'm hearing about today is this Momo. I've actually heard about it now for the last couple of days, and it's a cartoon character that's based on a Japanese anime, and it's got a cute little voice but a freaky looking face, and it shows up as a pop-up on children's little YouTube shows. And what is it, Poppy Pig, that kids watch, and this thing's coming up, and it's almost like a promotional thing, but it's telling the kids to do dangerous things, like go to their medicine cabinet and take all the pills and mix them up and drink them. It's telling them to turn on gas stoves and don't worry about lighting them. But then it tells the kids that if you tell mommy and daddy about this, that, I'm going to come to your house and kill you. I mean, it's a really dangerous, freaky little thing that needs to be addressed. And if you look at this with Facebook and YouTube and all these others, they can take a conservative channel like mine and make it disappear into the ionosphere, and you'll never hear from me again. Or like Alex Jones, they clipped him off of channels and off of YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, and all these different things that he was on. They all shut down on the same day. But then you have this Momo cartoon character showing up as a pop-up on these kids shows, threatening children and telling them to commit suicide and to hurt themselves. Just the whole thing needs to be addressed. And if they can take a massive network like Alex Jones and make him disappear overnight, or they can take somebody like me and one word that I might say, all of a sudden they can cut my whole channel, or they can drop my views, or whatever they do. But the point is that it takes one word, and then all of a sudden you can be erased from the feed, you can be blocked from your viewers, you get subscriptions removed. But if they can do all that, why can't they protect the children? And the thing that I fear the most is that I don't think they want to protect the children. It seems like the elitists really don't care about the new life. They don't care about the children. They don't look at them as our future. They look at them as another group of useless eaters that's going to come up and get in the way of their grand plan for world dominance, or whatever the hell they think they're going to get. But the point is, you need to, if you're having your kids get online and watch cartoons and things like this, even if you have parental controls on your computer, on your iPad, whatever, this Momo character is somehow getting around those. And my guess is that it's coming across as an advertising pop-up, and that's how it's slipping through parental settings. But if you have your children watching things, you got to look over their shoulder once in a while. You got to take a minute, be a part of their lives, you know, talk to them, ask them, hey, what do you know about this Momo character? And if they seem intimidated or whatever, then you might really start looking into it, because one of the things that this Momo cartoon says is if they try to tell mommy and daddy, then they're going to take them out and they're going to hurt them or whatever. So these kids are scared to death of this little thing. So if you ask them about Momo and they, you know, get startled and want to withdraw, then really look into it. Maybe start recording their shows onto another device so that you can preview them, and that might be the way around this thing. But for the love of God, man, we got to do something. Start protecting our kids. It's just this war on our children. You know, kill them at birth. Try to take them out by computer programs. You know, these cartoons. It just seems like one thing after another, and then you get them just downright hating us. They don't like the patriotic Americans because they're told not to. They don't like the American flag because they're told not to. They're not taught anything in the way of respect. Everything that they're taught is that, oh, you're an independent person and you shouldn't have to listen to anybody. You shouldn't have to do what you're told. You should be able to do whatever you want. And it's a crazy time. And if you want to hang on to those little angels, it's important to get into their lives. They hate us for it. My kids, you know, they hated me. They hated my wife. They just didn't want us in their business. We didn't know what we were talking about. You know, we're old and out of date, so we don't really have any idea what they're doing. But in the end, my kids are both grown. One of them has their own kids, and they look back on it now and they say, you know what, it's probably a good idea that you were up in me like that as much as you were. So spend some time with them, take care of them, look after them, because it just seems like the evil in the world is trying to take them away from us. That's all I got right now. If you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate that. If you hit the little like button, other people will say, I wonder what that's about. And, you know, I've said it in my first one, I'm going to say it every single time. Stay in the fight.